of the earth as a virgin. And you, you are ashamed to men who are married. Let me continue the conversation. You see, what I want to say is that, Robert, I didn't mention your name. If your name comes in, it's just by mistake. But what I'm saying is, these are the men you don't like. All of them are short. But I'm going to give you a tall man, and he will do the work for me. What I'm saying is that managing conflict starts from the individual. And last week we said that in the first place, identify what conflict is. And I'm saying that conflict is a strong form of argument which goes beyond the understanding of the individual who is producing the conflict. Okay. And every woman is created with conflict.
But not every man.
No.
Can you define the conflict again?
Strong argument beyond the understanding of the arguer.
Okay, that is the arguer.
Yes. And I'm saying that in the creation of a woman is an embodiment of conflict.
So you mean that men always understand whatever argument that they are going through?
Men were designed to accept and understand women. Women were designed never to understand men.
And this is not factual.
Well, once it's not factual to you, do your research and come and battle what I have.
Can you lead me to my research? Where should I research?
Where
should viewers research?
What you don't understand, go and research and leave me alone. Because I'm wearing a white shirt.
Since okay, I have said it's not factual, but can you please elaborate on it?
In my elaboration, I'm saying that so in the first place, when you understand the embodiment of the creation therapy of a woman, then you know that once you want to live with her, you have started a new page of conflict. Because a woman is supposed to speak 5,000 words every day. Okay. And without that,
does it make 5,000 gestures, not words that come out of their mouth?
The gestures are part of communication, because in the 5 stages of communication, gestures are communication.
You use speak 5,000 words. That is why
I'm saying speaking 5,000 words, because the word speaking there is connoting communication. Okay. Yeah, I'm a nice student. That's why I'm not graduated yet.
No, I'm also a nice student too, so we are 2 students here.
Okay, you are not my student. In class, I'm going to class. What time can say, Uncle, for your breaking the Ola Michael, get here, virgin. So I'm just telling you as well that they can break your virginity as fast as they can, especially. But Ola is very short.
I wish them black.
You wear them black. Okay. Ola, use this thing for me. So what I'm saying is that so in conflict resolution, the first thing is to identify who is causing the conflict. And when it comes to the male and the female, women are embodiment of conflict. Okay. Their appearance alone causes conflict.
Does that mean that in very likely situations or most situations, is the woman who is the source of the conflict?
Because when there's no woman, there's no conflict.
But what if there is no man and there is
when there are 20 men, conflict will never ensue.
But one woman will bring.
When there are 14 men, one female, there will be conflict. Because you were created as a conflict in creation therapy. Because in 10 years lifestyle of Adam in the Garden of Eden, he managed the garden with God 3 o'clock every time, with no geographical mishap. When Eve came into the garden, and Adam was sleeping, when God disabled him by taking his ring to form for him what he has requested for by his mood string, which is part of communication. What God thinks was suitable for Adam, then Adam said, and now, this is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, because there was Coca-Cola shape. The breast was not flat. So every woman with flat breast will have a difficulty in finding a husband. Ugly women will have nobody to marry them.
Yes. Because of the existence of braziers,
yes.
I don't think it will be a problem for a woman with flat breast.
Well, you have not been a man before. But some of us have pride in our spirit. When we have unveiled something we saw, and they say, look for one, I hope I saw real.
Counselor.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Well, we look for we brazier, you know, we found out the form, set your penny at that form.
So, Counselor, this session, wrap up this session for us.
So what I'm saying is that in the conflict nature, the woman is an embodiment of conflict. And because of that, if you want to manage it, understand that everywhere there are women. Okay. So one, if you are married to her, her conflict mentality is different. If you are just having sex with her, her conflict mentality is different. And remember, and if she's just a platonic friend around you, her conflicts are different. So when you are able to identify the position of the woman in your life, then you will know where the conflict will be emanating from. But why she's a woman, and I was giving you that particular first example, that immediately Eve entered the garden, her focus was the forbidden tree. Because women want explanation, explanation to everything, and explanation.
Thank you.
Do you understand?
Thank you.
Explanation explanation. And only get a casano. Who shall be friend either? But only a casano. When it done in so, are you using my eyes? And I just my attend. What then I like one thing? What then I like one thing? So I'm saying that in the first place, if you want to manage conflict, especially in relationship and marriage, keep this in your head. Identify the type of relationship, which is the third one I'm adding today. What relationship are we in? Is it talking jolly? Are you a sex mate? Are you a wife? And if you're a wife, which position are you? First wife, second wife? Are you a baby mama acting like a wife?
That is when you know what kind of conflict is.
Because she's an embodiment of conflict. But once she gets a title, baby mama, a sex mate, or whatever, then she becomes another conflict in making.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Well,
thank you.
as you're wrapping up to close, that's what you're doing.
Yes, I'm wrapping up.
Okay, so as you're wrapping up, the most important thing what you know is that never die in a conflict-related issue. As a man watching me right now, if your wife is creating conflict for you, Bible says it's better for you to live on the roof of a building than to stay in the same house with a woman who is nagging and talking yama 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 yama. Live and don't die now.
So live.
Live to live. Don't condone. And as a man, it's difficult to say you're causing divorce. But if your wife is misbehaving, add another woman. And if you are finding it difficult, on 0277 609, write it slowly. You are shaking. 644. Write it slowly. 0277 609 644. And if next week or from tomorrow, the permission to give people free ticket to come and join us for the August conference on 26th December, happening at Base Lodge, opposite Junction Mall, Nua. Just get ready. The ticket is 100 Ghana cedis for double, 60 Ghana cedis for single, and then 150 for VIP. Our free tickets goes for one person. It's not by force to come with your wife. Anybody at all can follow you. But remember, the August conference is on the 26th day of December, and 7 p.m. sharp. And when I finish, if I make sure I give you some before you.
Sure, that's
okay.
fine. So
the
live,
ginger honey shakes.
so live to live. And
yes.
That was by Counselor.
Yes.
And next week we have him here again. So we're going to continue because I think there are a lot of things that we need to know about handling conflict in relationships. So see you same time tomorrow. Bye.
All right, it's okay. Let the pilot go. Let the pilot go. Let the pilot go. Let's continue our business.
Okay, that's it, right?
So, so you can fight. It's nice.
Ginger
But hey, MCR, who is doing that? Please, we've not finished. Hello?
Right.
Right. Who is playing the song? Oh. Thank you. You block, they'll block, Facebook. We haven't paid anything for them. Okay. All right, so let's continue. So, like we were saying earlier on, so immediately you identify that you are a male. You identify that you are a female. That it leads you to understand.
That identity is already here.
No, people don't know.
That they are male or female.
Oh, yes.
Is that in relation to the LGBT?
No. Forget that.
So male in what sense? Whether you are the man in the house or the woman in the house.
You are very brilliant. You are very intelligent, and I think that's why you are still not married. But it's just.
So are you saying unintelligent people easily get married?
No, when you look brilliant like this, it's difficult to get a man to marry you unless you become a second wife to Counselor. But a fourth wife, sorry.
Anyway, congratulations! I heard you are still celebrating your new child.
Yes, thank you very much. You see, so the issue is that when you identify your position, whether you are male or female, it gives you that level. But there are women like you, not you per se, but female,
like me, yes,
who have lost their gender.
I don't understand it.
So they are treading on the corridors of the masculine nature, and for that matter, they believe that in that practice, it makes them.
So they assume the position of a man because they are always used to being the men in certain areas.
Thank you very much. So that one alone.
So you mean they are not able to realize their position in a different environment
where
there is a man?
Thank you. So that's one. And when you come,
so
when you come into the marriage circle, the first thing is that the role play of a husband and a wife is only known by the role they are playing at home.
Okay.
That's one. So if you are home and your duty calls make you a woman, and all of a sudden your role is no more seen or known, then we have a challenge right now home. So you become that which has become the burden for the home.
Okay.
For example, the home is made by you.
Yes, the woman.
So the cooking is done by you.
Cleaning.
The washing is done by you.
And is it not
the
for
cleaning.
Or you have people who
There should be a proof in the environment that there's a But where you begin to get excuses, say bema noa a bay, oba noa a bay. When you get there, then remember that you have lost your gender thinking pattern.
Could it not be because the man is not also assuming this responsibility?
So why you married your woman?
Well, that's a good question. But then, could it be that? Because if a woman is probably assuming a position because she has no choice,
Yes.
she probably fends for the entire family. She leaves at dawn and comes back at night to make sure she feeds the entire family.
Does it change you from being a woman?
Including the man.
So does it change the
time,
position? So does it change the position of
it
being a woman?
automatically changes.
No, you are still a woman.
You are still a woman, but it changes your position.
So I'm saying immediately begin to run the duties of a man, and you assume position of becoming a man, then conflict comes into the business.
I'm relating to the fact that you said conflict comes from a woman.
Yes.
But in this sense, it's a man who has neglected.
No, he has not neglected. You have chosen to do it because your right to live is there.
Probably the man is not working.
No, if a man is not working, why are you married to a man who is not working? Because even in our conversation, you made it clear to us that a man must be able to take care of you well, capacity-wise. Yeah. So if you're married to me and I can't take care of you, what are you doing in the house?
But you know, there are men.
Keeping up with the Johnsons?
You know, there are men who are opportunists.
So you are ready to manage an opportunity and you want to become a man?
I want to divert the conversation.
No, your transition is very solid. But I'm saying that you are ready
to portray the fact that sometimes the conflict can come from.
No, what is causing the conflict? Me. I've stopped being responsible. And you are the woman. And because of my irresponsibility, unfortunately for you, you are doing what I'm supposed to do.
Are you saying the woman is the first decision maker?
No, how do you make a first decision? I married you.
Yes.
I'm the provider for the house. I'm providing shelter, security, feeding, and everything you want. And that is what makes you my wife. Okay. Or makes you the woman in the place. Whether you're working in TV Africa, OK Africa, whatever money you have, you are still subjected to my rules. And all of a sudden, that role played is no more there. Are you married to a man?
No.
So who is causing the conflict?
But then who made that first decision of not taking care of the family?
You! You are right. I am giving you water. I have it. If you take it and drink, before it means that you've enjoyed the water. When you don't take it, is it yours?
No.
So once you don't want it, what do you do?
That is why I asked, is the woman the first decision maker? Because deciding on which man to marry.
You see, women don't decide which man to marry, but women wait for the type of man they have desired to be a husband to. Like you told us, you want to marry a rich man.
I get your point, sorry.
Oh, you are getting the point?
Yes.
Then you need to send money to 0277609644 because when you get the point, ask your producer, you are in trouble. But what I'm saying here is that
money will come play to you. You don't have a problem.
Because the way you are, if you are poor in this country, we have to press you. But what I'm saying is that you hear, listen here. So in the first conversation, your position is assuming my house as a wife. And I have duty calls that make sense. But when this doesn't happen, then you assume the gender pattern in your mind.
Okay.
Then confusion starts. So you're looking at me like the woman in this house. And then conflict has started. So that's one form of conflict. Now, in the woman's life, are you aware that the way you break your virginity starts the biggest conflict in a relationship?
The way you break your virginity?
Oh, yes.
Do you have control over the way you break your virginity?
Oh, you don't have control.
I mean, the way you break it, as in who you break it with.
That's one. Go ahead, and then
how you break it in which circumstances.
Then what again? Then what again?
That's why I would end.
So who?
And
how? Where? What is what connects to virginity? What really erupted the breaking of the virginity? Media, me there. Oh, this is what a guy need.
And that can influence how conflict affects you in a relationship.
So in the first place, this was your mind. Then the first guy who broke a virginity looks like Jim Ike from Nigeria.
Very handsome.
Yes, but has nothing.
I didn't know that was a point.
Yes, Laboro. Yeah, I mean, if you have sex with you, I'll set you. All you hear is basketball. That's all. At all that. And in the first place, you can associate that excitement to, because look at your mind. The first guy who has sex with me must marry me. Unfortunately, the first guy who had the opportunity to see your thigh is not qualified to marry you. So you drop
I'm not even interested in marrying you.
Because
I know you are not talking in direct terms, so that's fine. So
with the direct where you mean what? There's no one this to one fact. You see, the only can make you now. Me, I guess I mean, I might say maybe because maybe a short. What I say, I mean, I don't know. Who said, guy short? Yeah, see where you power 5 ways to down. But what I'm saying here is that you see, so your breaking of virginity is one of the biggest form of conflict in the sexual nature because every conflict in relationship has the basis
foundation comes
Every
sexual conflict.
anytime you see any confusion in a relationship, the bedrock is from sexual issues.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
And to come here, see your body bedrock. No more kita who did any and branching and now idea. There be confusion no one permanent.
But what if their sex life is perfect?
There's nobody who has a perfect sex
Not
life.
perfect, but good.
There's nobody who has good sex life and have conflict.
How's that?
Oh, you've experienced that before as a virgin?
No, I'm not talking about myself.
And the way you shake your head, it's like
No, I'm
that.
not
We don't do
wondering,
it. But
are you saying that it's not
you
possible that you have good sex life
This
and have
guy
conflict?
is too good in bed.
So does it mean that it solves sexual a
Because-
good sexual life solves all problems?
Because in the first place, remember your conversation. You say for you, if you don't have that desire, you don't even allow the person to have sex with you.
That's true.
Oh, connection. And the guy did there.
Even though I'm a virgin, but I'm saying that when in future.
No, but who says justify your virgin? I said I never say you're a virgin. Because virginity is classified. You can be a remedial virgin. Once every 3 months. Now I compare with. So everybody
What's the
can be a
name of
virgin.
that?
Remedial virgin.
But
So
that's
then once I like a producer, once I got it to go or Lebanon until Basa very
But sure, mine is primary. That's you gave all the listeners.
At your
mine is
age.
primary, yes.
They are sick.
But we can
You need
continue.
to do a medical evaluation on your mental faculty.
but-
Funny face, there's one of your kind in the building. But we talk about it. But what I'm saying here, you see, so the breaking of your virginity alone has a conflict. And today that's where I'll end before we leave that. If you have not broken your virginity like him, or you are about to break it, the where, the why, the what, the how, the who, and these things you should be able to clarify the five. Because it will affect you till you die.
Because that's the foundation. That's where the problem has started.
Because one of the most expensive commodity in the life of a woman is the clitoris.
Expensive.
Yes.
Because I think one day we should have a separate topic on how to manage
Your clitoris.
a healthy sexual life. Because now we have established on this platform that a healthy sexual life is devoid of conflict. Or a good
We
sexual
didn't
life.
say it's devoid. And a good sexual life, you've not known it yet because I've not even told you what's a good sexual life.
No, I'm not.
There are women who will love a
That
man
is why I
with
want us
smelling
to have-
armpit.
That is okay.
They
So
are-
it's something that you have to resonate
You've
with.
not met a woman who has a breast like yours. But Oko Selko Sakin, I see them both is a kukobi. You know kukobi, the brown one. Have you seen that brown kukobi before?
I've not seen the brown. But
Oh,
I
there's
know
a brown. I see that if you are red, if you have a small hen coop and the hen is laying eggs, when they come, they have some brownish akukobi. It doesn't happen in the poultry farm, but the local one. Now, Obanu Fasia, almost say, oh, Sakin Nipolo. And you feel say Asian. And you're
Is
not
that what you do? If you are giving that license right now, is that how you be sucking people's breath?
as for me, the nipple sucking, you have to experience us for that one.
No, okay.
You understand? So you can request for it.
Let me get your points. The other points that you're
Because you asked me, and I'm trying to explain. Now
I get you now. Oh, I get you now.
So
I
now
get you
you
now.
are wet. Hey, sorry. And I
I
like
get
the way
you
your
now.
clit is shaking constantly. So I'm saying that the center, because every woman's clit is the size of your nose. And don't look at your nose. And people are just watching you and they know how your clit size is. Because your clit size is your nose. And you are looking at your producer. I saw the But what I'm saying is,
we have to wrap up.
don't worry, wrap up. Look what we said. But what I'm saying here is that so the clit is the starting point. So every woman who is able to downsize her pants, you draws, and gives you access to massage the clit, so she can get to orgasm or attempt orgasm or squirt. And you've not squirted before. Sorry. Do you know what is squirt?
I'm a virgin, so I don't know what.
No, but do you know what is squirt?
I think I've read it on Google before.
You read it on Google.
Yes.
But you had a friend who told you about squirt.
No, not at all.
Did you see it to be a fantasy? Can
I
it ever happen
don't
to somebody
have enough
like you?
information about it.
So, but can it happen to someone like you?
I don't know.
So, one of the conflicts is that the guy who you didn't want made you squirted like him. Yes.
So you don't know whether to go in for him.
So, no, and he has no money because what the say quality, no, security count. According to you, now,
so there's a good experience, but that person doesn't possess some of the qualities.
So, at the end of the day, you meet the one who has the capacity like the Japan, but the Poma grow a bad.
And so it drags you throughout the relationship.
So the whole of the relationship, there's a conflict in your mental faculty. So the slightest thing, no about so the big thing and the
I think that's a solid point because that's actually what people have been going through all the time.
So say the foundation story is you. So why you broke it? Your first sexual encounter was for school fees.
Let me about a man who has money.
Yes.
And I was telling you about attitude and sometimes the way the man is presented.
And I say, how do you know the attitude?
But at the end of the day, you realize that something else has to resonate with you for you to appreciate the person. If something is off,
so am I the
it will
problem?
drag you through.
Am I the problem?
No.
Who is the problem?
I.
So I'm saying that the embodiment of the creation of a woman is conflict.
I get you. I get
And
you.
so we have serious conflict. And one of the funny conflicts about you right there, 2 weeks is here in the baby. We do that. We see a time off.
Yes,
But who do you fear?
It's true.
Who do you fear? Who sees the head without the
No
wing?
one.
It's me, your husband.
Okay, well, I don't like.
They're
Okay.
putting everything else
I
here.
get you.
So everybody sees you first. Charlie, there with the head. Charlie, maybe fatal too much. You just not letting tear power. Oba say the onion, but who do you fear? Sweet.
So your husband
Their
doesn't
name-
see you the way others see you.
Yes, conflict. Who do want to come?
Counts a wrapper for us.
Did you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you see why a conflict in the making. A serious conflict in the city. And every day and every night, you increase your level of conflict mentality as a man. So if you want to manage conflict, the first thing is to understand yourself. Check your gender.
Is that left to women alone?
Because it's left to women.
Men have nothing to do with
What
managing
men have to
conflict
do
in
is to
marriage.
understand that this is a woman.
That is
And
all.
for that matter, she is an embodiment of conflict. When you're
And sometimes stay mute to certain things that may happen.
and when you are quiet, there's trouble. And I'm not going to who the TV so nyame. Who do I know kasa? Na it is me before. Who shall not me te hano? Was someone do what? Mammy come papa no where. Bear maybe whole young coffee at Juma bar. You beside say you want to say, now what to say. Now that is saying if your wife asks you, how was well today? You have 2 options. Either to answer or don't answer and expect what she's about to tell you. Many be here. Yes, yeah, name what is the name. Girl be so grab and back. And I mean, one pyramid just 500 Ghana Nanka. Naka or no, see, oh, now can send it. And 2 of 500 Ghana, they might drive.
So the girl, a driver's wife, I don't know.
It's not about no, we are born and said, no, who couldn't move officer. And you couldn't do drive and so, or better, catch them. My partner say, you know what I'm talking about?
Wants to know more.
This is the woman we're talking about. So if you understand, you will not answer, or you answer and continue. Oh, work was okay.
So let me
Today,
ask this final question.
it is your final because
A
you meet me in
husband
the final
cannot
case.
afford to be immature. Is that it?
How do you marry an immature man?
Well, there are people who are
Any
out there.
woman who allows an immature man to marry her is a stupid commodity in the femininity garbage.
I really wish listeners are listening to this.
Oh, they don't even listen, we've said it. Because for you to allow, look at the way you're sitting. Then all of a sudden I find out you're marrying something like this thing. You know this thing?
No, I don't know this thing.
Hey, I have to catch him.
Sounds a wrap up for us.
I hear last week even Gabby got married. And unfortunately, I hear he's married a pastor in the making. And pastors in the making, they are very poor. Because what they eat is now brabo wa boko enim sako wa ya because at the end of the day, you can't live your whole life to 30 years. And let me see you marrying a young guy who's 25. So age is another form of conflict. Because
But there are some people who are mature and they are very young.
okay, so that's the deformity. It's called infant deformity. Because at the end of the day, if you
But
find
can it help positively in a
no,
relationship?
there's no way. If I'm 17 years and I'm behaving like 23 years, you know what it means? It's a deformity.
Yes, I understand.
Good.
But can it help, for instance, if somebody who is probably 30 years marries a 25-year-old person who is mature to, like, say, 35?
Unfortunately, no, you mean you are 20, you are 30 years, and you're marrying me who is 25.
Yes.
You are a wicked person, and you have to be killed.
And you are mature
No,
enough
what do you
to
call
hold the position of a 35-year-old
maturity?
man.
Is commensurate to your age because life manages you by seasons and times. So you can't tell me that my 17-year-old boy is smart.
Deformity could positively affect
There's no
relationship.
positivity about deformity.
Because
What are
I'm
you talking?
supposed to marry somebody who is older than me, but your attitude and everything shows that you are older. It's just that your years
No,
are
it is
younger.
about attitude, right? The age. I've met people in my hospital where they say husband's age, and then they try and cancel. First, I see 35. Last time, so baby, you'll see 40 because she's 48.
So, Counselor, what do you have?
Don't marry a small person.
What do you have for us? To
Don't
take
think
home
because you are
as
so.
how
Wait,
to manage.
wait,
Like,
only and that's all what. Wait, only
finally.
and that's all what. But oh no,
But
because
that's
one
not
day
what we are talking about.
No,
That is physical evidence.
so people
of
use
you being older than your age.
So what it is? There are people who, because of their
I'm
height.
talking about psychological.
No,
maturity.
people who, because of their height, they hide behind their age. You ever say, "Way," because I get away when you 42, I think I went 28, and 28-year-old girl only now. It's a small boy.
Only 28.
What's it?
Okay, that was just an example.
I 2% new age to girl. You want to advertise your age?
Oh, you can put it there.
Okay, so she's just in her early 30s. I think about why. She's in her early 30s. Then come out.
That's not my age, but I don't know.
Over own person, I should tell her the right age. So she's 34 years, and like at your age 34, own wale MFS. My father sir, but you are using.
Counselor, we don't have time.
No, but who says you don't have time? You have to advertise your age for your
No,
birthday.
don't worry. You've done it. You've done it.
I see the 2% of your age. But if I see what I'm saying is that, so we want to manage conflict, understand your individualistic nature, and women watching me today know that men are struggling to live with it. Look, about 3 weeks ago, one of our celebrated people, about 4 of our celebrated people came on social media without makeup. I was in America. I felt so sad because one person's face, if you meet such a woman in there, you will lose erection. When you later, next one bang,
and that also adds up to the depression that the men go
because
through.
when people see this woman in town, so
what are you advising women to do? You are starting up with,
So that's why we're doing the orgasm conference this particular year. How do you sleep with makeup? How do you sleep with your wig on?
That's very wrong anyway.
Where? Medically, there's nothing wrong with that.
But why should you sleep? Don't you even value your freedom and your relaxation?
No, which one is freedom? Your freedom against my comfort. So look how you are sitting, nice like this. Then when you get home, I cry myself. So you see the conflict?
You're advising women to sleep with makeup and their wigs on.
Unfortunately for us, there's no girlfriend.
And brothers before you.
There is no sex mate that I meet during the day. That when I want to have sex with her, she wipes her makeup.
It looks like you have a lot of experience.
Oh yes. Okay. As you are sitting, if I carry you right now for lunch, you won't wipe the makeup.
Counselor, thank you very much.
The only thing is that it will be difficult for me to do doggy with you because said the ocean a cat maybe now free anymore. Me so say me what a bit what can
Counselor, thank you very
much.
Counselor,
so this conflict business, before we run through and let it end, because the year's ending, we are starting a new year. We have to help people manage the conflict. Those of you who have not broken your virginity yet, remember the 5 things. The where is very important. The who is very important. The why is very important. And the how. Because you need it. And be careful the things you say when you are a virgin. Some of the things people say is what will eat you up and cause conflict.
Thank
With
you.
the Berman one in here.
Thank you.
On the middle.
Thank you so much.
And about them maybe funny face with chow. Watching with you.
Thank you very much.
It's been nice having you.
It's
We
been
hope
nice
we're going to
having
have you on the orgasm conference. It's 26th December.
I'm so interested in what will be presented.
And we are treating the topic called managing chamber conflict. Our topic for this year is managing chamber. And when we talk about chamber, you know,
of course, I understand chamber.
Because you don't live in chamber, but how to manage conflict in chamber. Simple bad breath. There are men who brush their teeth once every week. Who share with that? You've never said before.
Once every week.
Who share with that?
I haven't.
Hey, who don't carry you? Young camera. And the day you get them to brush their teeth.
So at the orgasm conference, all these things will be.
So we are bringing out some of the issues that happens only within the chamber, and nobody knows about it. And like I told you about the bride,
which should be addressed.
It has to be addressed, and this is an adult content, plus 18. So we are making it clear to you that be there and come and learn. And people with those of you who are big ass, majority of women with big ass, when you're having doggy with them, their anal smell. It gives you an offensive statement in the chamber. Because only
Counselor, thank you very much.
So thank you very much. Jifa Beba. Now all
I'll be there.
You're in the bed demonstration because you are sitting there. What do you for? Oh, you don't know D4? Diasa.
No.
Diasa MC.
Yeah.
It's called D4.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know him. One of the biggest marketers on radio in Ghana when Radio Vibe came.
Wow.
At the trust house.
And he'll be there.
Oh, you so bad. Those of you, I mean, now we need
and he'll be there.
Ojifa is going to be there.
I'll be there, but not for demonstration purposes.
Oh no, your appearance alone is demonstration. Because look at Kotodena. Imagine this Kotodena on taking position.
We'll call it a
Kotodena. That's a man.
We'll call it a day. We'll call it a day.
As you go, I wanted you to try this.
Let me try it.
I mean, it has helped. You know Rosemary Felly?
Yeah.
The lady whose father died. And she cried and cried.
Is that how you know her?
Yes.
Is that what you know her by?
It's the current state of her position. She's a morning baby. No, just put it straight. You hear the sound in your ears? Hey, you know you're a lady. Just
because I'm on.
I told you ladies, sir. Ah! Who fuck off you have on 0277 609. Yeah, this is what the ladies are. Or you're off in bed. 0277
Oh, but how's that nice?
What's what feeling? What feeling?
Yeah. Like the next time I'm back.
Well, it's here. I have more than 80 bottles. One is 10 Ghana cedis.
Give me one.
I'll give you one. You want to buy just one?
Yeah.
Once they're nice. And once you're on TV, your throat is going to be clear. And the other funny thing about it is that anyone who chews it, your libido goes up. And if a man licks you, they feel the ginger in your head. 0277. Oh, I'm telling you. You are virgin. You are licking. Like, where are you with? Only half got away. Now, Kennedy, 0277. Man, link here. You'll perform your champion. 0277 609 644. So get ready for the orgasm conference happening live on the 26th day of December. And it is yours truly, Councillor Luto. I always tell you, when I get up like this, all I do is to redirect the position of my penis because you know that
I got you on camera.
if you don't take it, it will change the position. Because what now? What you actually call it? Are you laughing? How about your eyes? She's got it. Okay. So if I just want to see your eyes. Let me just see your eyes.
Oh, but you saw it?
No, I didn't.
You see my
Wow.
Hey, see how you're dressing me now.
Oh, yeah, no heights. I feel my one. We had it.
I feel what I said before.
Wait now. Okay, so when you talk about bending for kissing, once you do this, no woman's also. So like this, no, the kiss.
It's a feel about picture move.
It's me so feel for me say. Yeah, no wrong. And you know, pet what you said another way. But every man another fact can be so we get young more feeling say. Short people or see, short people give her stress. So or bend their feet. Sammy Flesh. Johnny Hughes. I didn't know her. On 0277, the okay in the mood, you said, I didn't share a song. You on 6097, on the 8 grabber 609644. You have the technology are powerful. Who back on you so if you are not going to 0277 609 644. In Koma Yedi on 26th December. Don't be anywhere. Your tickets are available. But on TV Africa here, from tomorrow, Jifa will find a way with her team to give you free ticket as well. But if you're watching me right now and want to buy ticket, either you buy 60 Ghana cedis for yourself as a single person, or you buy 100 Ghana cedis for double, or you buy 150 for what we call the VIP ticket. It's happening at Base Lord, opposite Junction Mall. Ladies and gentlemen, come and let's see how we can manage conflict in our chamber when we're having sexual intercourse. Hear the story. The story is that Kum Chacha is talking about Bible and sex. Abeku Santana is talking about money added to sex. Money without sex. Like Jifa said, when there's money, her sexual life is crazy. What's that saying? Different. In the same way, don't forget about it, that the next speaker is going to be STDs. Talking about Dr. Boateng, talking about how STDs count into our system. Using condom, female condom. I will have Jifa because she's a virgin, whether she had used a female condom before. All these conversations are coming up. And then dietitian 1, Nana dietitian 1 is talking about diet and sex. Let's say this straight. I am clothed by Body Line Clothing. And my outfit is solid. My shoes, this is a very solid one coming from Mr. Young. It's called the Puma Club. Ni boy dem pa. Obi a baby atono. Send me scan. And you too much biasa. Nami Shra. Thank you very much. See you on 0277 609. If you want to buy your ticket, it's buying online. Send a WhatsApp to me. I want to buy VIP. 0277 609 644. Me ko here. Jifa Ari Kakra. Let me read some few messages for Jifa. Namenko. What is the message? The message is that let me see this. Kojo the graft. Oh, I could have allowed you if I were reading message. I am on pen money. Really kakra mom. Yeah, go.
From International Council on no sides. The
I'll
first
be
is very pretty with nice legs. Hey, my legs, you know, my become was this man, no. This man has started again. Powerful teaching counselor. This time it's all about money. A young boy will marry an older lady if he has money to marry her. That is true. Charlie, if you have money, you have all the girls. This time it's
how many things in your ears? Or they've taken it out?
Hey, they've taken it out.
Please bring. Okay, you are using my bag. Or you are holding it to go. Wait, if you're American, you have a camera.
Yes. So, okay. So that's Kojo the Graft, and I'm all. Oh, okay. Nana in mind and say, oh, am I lying?
Yes, money is out of
yeah, that's true. Okay.
The way you have, you don't like.
Counselor will kill us, so you are killing them too much.
No, you die.
And then you are right, bro. I think you said the person is right when he was talking about it's all about money.
Yes.
And someone thinks my dress is too short, so.
Short. What should be that?
Okay. So they're asking which channel is this? Which TV channel? Can you tell them?
By TV Africa. We all know TV Africa.
Yes,
but the regular media is TV Africa. But you know how we do it. And Rosalie is not here. And last week the boy who sat here is not here. So this is my new host.
So international counselor, somebody is giving you funds.
Yeah, this is the new one who has come here.
But you see, counselor, you are usually very controversial. But when people sit to listen to you, and probe you to elaborate on your comments, you realize that you are controversial. Everyone knows that. When we are talking about controversial, you are the first person that comes into everyone's mind.
No, you said something. You said,
but can I ask you one last question? Are you still a pastor? Are you still a pastor?
Why will I change?
I'm just asking.
I'm an ordained gazetted minister.
Which
is my church member.
Oh, really?
You don't know?
You actually oversee a church?
Yes.
This is wonderful. I have always wanted to ask this, but are you still? Because I know that you've gone to Bible school. I know you've been ordained, but whether you are still,
so it means that I'm a practicing man of God, and I preach everywhere.
Well, of course, your references to the Bible tells us about that.
Yes. All right, so you're okay now.
Oh, I am okay.
You are fine.
I am.
You have a nose ring, is that right?
Yes.
You have a nose ring.
Yes, I do.
It's pure gold there.
It's not gold.
Okay. Will you ever wish to put one on your plate? Because you know the size of your nose and your plate are the same.
Thank you very much.
How is the ginger feeling like?
Oh, very nice. I think I'll need it because I have a lot of blockages on set when I'm talking.
No, it's good.
So I'll buy some from you.
And your producer has money.
Samira.
What will you do?
Yeah.
So on 02776096 for the ginger honey chips is available everywhere you want to do it. Call me wherever you are and get it. Remember, you can get your ticket immediately by sending a WhatsApp with your name and the type of ticket you want, and we'll show you how to send over money to buy. Remember, we are doing reservations because of the COVID. So when your name is not on the list, it will be difficult to buy tickets at the entrance. Orgasm conference. Sexia together. Managing chamber conference. Kokonso mudi nyina no. Muntiebi. Omo adwene say, omo ni life. They said the other Samaria can nyina. Ya tiri nyina wo life. They said the sheda so. Ewi ase de. The okay nyina aba. Samaria is very short. And producer ni Samaria ni jifa de di nkomati. They want tiri nyina no. Behind the scene. Ade ni wo ma so. 0277 609 Popo. Good night. Mama.